You know, I see right now we are live right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Bishop Omega. This is King Just. You know what I'm saying? We had a week off because Daddy had to go work. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Oh my
man. So you know what I'm saying? We're back again with with the Beats and Bars edition of Intelligent Ratchet. Also did straight to tape that week too. So I got my podcast in. So you know
God.
what I
Okay.
mean.
But did
So
you
I did.
miss me though?
Man, you know what, man? I miss you terribly. I miss you terribly. Like I missed
Appreciate it.
you. I miss you at Beats and Bars. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought my mans was gonna come through for Beats and Bars, in VIP section and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Take the tour of the radio station with me and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't invited.
You wasn't invited to Beats and Bars? Like how were you not? You got a gold sticker or some shit like that. They about to give like we about to give just a damn gold plaque or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this motherfucker, he been VIP for Beats and Bars for like 6 years in a row. Like, yo, when we didn't have a VIP, he was like,
Hey.
here's, I'm buying extra tickets just for me. Like, what? I don't like people around.
Oh man. Nah, I had some Saturday was the family thing, and then there was another function we had going on that evening, so I had to make sure that the kids got their time, so
Gotcha,
it just didn't
gotcha.
correlate
Cool. Well,
with
next year,
what we had going on.
I understand, but listen, next year, around time in April, just free April up. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Right,
let you know
right,
beforehand. That
right.
way you bring the kids out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
How,
definitely could. Don't
Mhm,
get me wrong, definitely could have. It just
mhm.
what we had planned to do.
Understandable.
It just didn't
It just
correlate.
ain't correlate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was doing some Christian stuff, and we was out here with the heathens. You didn't want to mix gospel and hip hop together. I understand. I understand what you're doing.
Ah,
Man, yo, how do you feel today, man, as a Philadelphia native, man? That
I feel
finally.
great. In fact, I'm watching the game now as we speak. So if you
Oh
see my
yeah,
eyes dart away, it's because
I might need to do the same thing. Quinn and them was watching Space Jam because he's into basketball now,
okay.
real hard. You know what I'm saying? He actually dribbles. He actually can dribble a little bit now, man.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but yeah, he's
So
into
so
LeBron.
you playing you playing the original one too?
Nah, this the
LeBron one.
LeBron joint. Yeah,
Gotta
LeBron
show them
joint.
the original,
I
and
know
then
I
you
gotta
gotta
show him.
show them, and then you gotta show them like all the classic joints. Like you gotta show them like Airbud, like Mike.
Baby, can you hear me in the
Um,
remote, please?
you gotta show them. You know what I'm saying? What's the joint with Samuel L. Jackson when he was the coach? I
Ain't
can't think of it.
Coach Carter. We gotta do.
Coach
We gotta
Carter.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta do
Juice.
Sunset
You
Juice.
gotta show them Juice. You gotta
I
show them
mean,
he got game. You
and
know what I'm
Boys in
saying?
the Hood. I mean, I got. You know what it is? I wanted like five, right? So that way, you know what I'm saying, when he cusses, he can pronounce the cuss words with
Right.
ferocity. You know what I'm saying?
But no, not Juice. I'm talking about above the rim. You know what I'm saying? All
Above
the
the rim, yeah.
basketball joints. You gotta show all the
Word.
basketball movies.
I might show him above the rim first. You know what I'm saying? So that
Right,
way he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
he need to know who Shep, the legend of Shep is. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Yo,
Exactly.
who you think is the better baller, man? Shep or Jesus Shuttleworth Pop? You know what I'm saying? In a 1-on-1.
I might have to go with Jesus Shuttlesworth.
You think Shep? You think Jesus could beat Shep?
Yeah, I think Jesus could beat Shep.
No, I don't think so, man.
Cause Shep just had the finger roll.
Nah, Shep had
He
to
finger
be.
roll.
But I'm saying, hold on. But we gotta look at what Shep had on, man.
You ain't gotta tell Jesus Shuttlesworth to spread his fingers to make the shot. He was already.
When I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Shep, Tupac older brother that came in with the
Yeah, that's what
with
I'm
the
saying.
corduroy. Man,
Shep
Shep was out
ain't
here
gotta
killing.
tell Jesus Shuttlesworth to spread his fingers out. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Shuttlesworth already know how to do that.
Well, yeah, Jesus Shuttleworth was it, but I think Shep would shoot him out the building, man. I think because anytime a man could come out there with a thermal with 3 buttons on and some
With a thermal
corduroys, I mean,
3 buttons
come
on.
on now, B. He had a 3-button thermal on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he got an extra thermal. Like, why do you spend more money to put the thermal on with the 3 buttons when they got one
Right,
that just as good that you pull over? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, so yeah, but yeah,
I'm
man,
gonna
we
give
should
you Shuttlesworth though. Just on a slight, just on a slight margin.
it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He's in your top 5 though. You know what I'm saying? He's in your top 5 picks.
Uh, Yeah, okay. I mean, they're both in my top five, but if I had to put one above the other, I'm going Jesus. You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? Yeah.
Does Jesus beat Penny Hardaway's character in Blue Chips?
Mm.
That's almost like saying, is Anthony Hardaway better than Ray Allen anyway? But you know,
Yeah,
right? So
but I know why I'm picking over all of them though.
who that?
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew is probably the best ball handler that ever lived as a 60-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
That and
Oof.
who else? Who? Oh shit! Let me get to this thing. But yeah, man, we just had beats and bars this weekend, man, and it was
So,
it was an
so
excellent
recap. How
weekend.
was it, man? Tell me about it.
Let's first. I still want to keep it on basketball real quick, just
All right.
because you know what I'm saying. Because we didn't say why we're so ecstatic and everything like that, and why we're so happy to be Philadelphia fans. Number one and foremost is the fact that
I'm
Joel.
really from Philly, so that's why I'm happy to be a Philly fan first and foremost. But go ahead.
Nah, man, I'm saying you want to take you want to be petty and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to take the air out the room. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, man, hey, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be on this episode anyway. You know what I'm saying? You hold it down by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go find you a guest, Justin. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Hey,
when
look,
you sick,
you
Justin,
jump off the screen. I'm saying thank you, God bless, good night.
what'd you say?
Like, hey, y'all, that was intelligently ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't even gonna try. You know, I'm like, nah, man. Yo, this Bishop team. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm just his Horace Grant. You know, I'm just in here. I'm in here just setting picks, baby.
Right.
But nah.
So
So
yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
our homeboy finally. He should have got it last year. We both agree with that. We both agree with that. He should have got it last year. But our homeboy Joel Boomerang, the process, Mortimer Jenkins, Bartholomew the Third, and Bede.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Won
Friend
the
of the show.
MVP. Friend of the show. Yeah, avid watcher. He's actually watching right now when he sits on the bench. You know what I'm saying? You'll see
Yep.
him pull out his phone. He'll plug in an intelligent ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to
Um,
M Beast. You know what I'm saying?
and Beast the process. Won the MVP. And you know what he did, man? He brought the award and he had the whole team behind him. He
Mm-hmm.
had the whole team behind him. It's reminiscent of, I think Jet said it last night. It's reminiscent of Akeem Olajuwon. When Akeem
Mm.
Olajuwon won the MVP, he didn't stand up by himself. He asked the whole. He said, "I'm not accepting the world until the whole team is dressed out and they all come out." You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because I can't do this by myself.
Right.
And B said the same thing. He said, "Man," he said, "Do you understand? I have James Harden on my team, and the amount of that him and J. Cole have to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And Maxie have to sacrifice to make me look good. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So, and he's appreciative of the MVP award, and also as far as a well deserved award, because he should have won it last year. He should have won it this year. Should have won it last year and this year. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. But Joker got it, which I'm not mad at Joker. I'm not mad at Joker.
Nah.
I'm
Nah.
not mad at Joker. You know why I like Joker? I like it because his game. Like
Yeah,
I'm
he just
looking at his
does.
game, it's just efficient and so damn fat boyish. It's and sloppy. It's just like you too. If you got a 2-inch vertical, you too can dominate the
You
league. You
too
know what I'm
can
saying?
do. Yeah.
Because them passes though, he's be walking down the street and he always got the snot nose. He like, and then he just drop a pass off. Like, yo, you fat ass, like drop that pass off. You out here smell like cold cuts. What up, Brad? How you feeling, bro?
Yeah. What up?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So Embiid not only won the MVP, but then we came into the Celtics house without Embiid,
Right.
without him, because he sprained his knee.
Yeah.
Without him,
Sprained his knee sweeping the
sweeping,
nets.
cleaning up. You know what? They were on. You know what I saw? I saw a report on Bleacher Report that they stopped the Sixers team bus for drugs. They had the drugs because they heard that the Sixers were handing out L's. You know what I'm saying? They were just in Brooklyn handing out L's. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you cannot distribute marijuana out here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You hand it out
Right.
somebody else. But yeah, man. So man, shout out to them for going in and like without Embiid and impressively winning the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like Lakers. Ooh,
It got to be one. It got to be one. You know what I'm saying?
Lakers over.
He's still hurting from. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't got nothing to do with football right now, right?
You know, but he's still hurting. You know, that's
we got to talk about
the
that.
reason he said it.
We got to talk about that draft too. We got to talk about that draft too.
Oh yeah, we talk about all that.
Saying? We got to talk about that because I guess what you know what I say. What I say. You know, we got a G on our chest and we didn't need that but Jan. You know what I'm saying? This is sewn outfit. Holmes is about it. You know what I'm saying? We out here. How y'all let us do that in that draft, man? Like how they let us go and just pick everybody from Georgia? Like
yo. Nah. Defense is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Defense is gonna be really solid. So we had the number 2 defense last year.
Yeah. So this is how you have the number 1 defense for the next 7 years, man. Because them boys have already had the chemistry and everything like that. What up, dog? Them dogs. You darn right. You darn right, CR. Them dogs is in the building, man. You already know. I'm glad CR stepping in too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stepping in because y'all understand where we at right now.
Right.
We in the land. We in Philadelphia, North Carolina right now. You know what I'm saying? We in the land. We know we out here talking. That's the only reason why Rap tuned in because he knew that we beat the Celtics. He knew that Embiid got the MVP. That our homeboy got his money. Our homeboy got his money. You know what I'm saying? And we came and got you know what I'm saying? And we came and got the whole Georgia team on defense from a national championship. Oh yeah, you know we Philly heavy right now.
Yeah.
Only thing that can happen right now that's different, man, right now is if Beans use the AI to get his voice back.
And I want to speak about AI because that stuff is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But right now we on sports, so you know, with that, all right, we talked about those two. We still gotta talk about Dylan Brooks and
dumb ways to die.
Double first half. All right, yeah, that's good for him. But AD is not consistent though. AD is not consistent. He gonna fall off. He gonna grab his ankle or his knee or something again by the end of this game or the beginning of game 3. Watch.
What I'm saying is AD is gonna be AD, but AD ain't gonna be AD
AD
against
is him. AD. Always strong. That's what
always drawn. Listen, what I'm saying is right here. He got a like a healthy Joel Embiid is not. You're not. AD is not going to show up that way.
Right.
Not against us. Not against us.
Yeah. How about so we talked about you know, you mentioned homeboy getting the money. But then Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Right around and upped it. It's just like
listen, can I say this right here? I ain't mad at Lamar Jackson. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like this because he deserved that. He deserved that. He deserved that 2 years ago. They just paying him back for the money. You know what I'm saying? They're just giving him his money plus his change. You know what I'm saying? Like, and homeboy was like, man, I ain't stunting y'all. Y'all gonna give me my money. He said, you know what you gonna do? You gonna pay me now or you gonna pay me later? But you gonna pay me. Now get in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Give me the pockets. Because what they tried to do was this right here. Yeah, the Ravens are stupid, scary, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's like this. But at the end of the day, they're like, yo, nah, you see what I did for y'all. You see I turned y'all around in the first 5 years. Give me my fucking money. Mom, I'm sending my mom in there too.
Bob there too. So big up the black women because you know what I'm saying? Hurts, you know, has a black agent, you know, woman, black female agent or whatever. And you know, she put the deal together, you know what I'm saying? Got him his money. And then Jackson came around, basically got a black female agent, his mom's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, shout out to black women for, getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, black
Shout
women.
out to
You know
y'all.
what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. Thank
Because
you.
y'all, you know what I'm saying? You guys are the workhorses of the industry, man. Like, no, y'all do all the heavy lifting and everything like that. And we can't put it past you. But yeah, man, shout out to sports, man. Shout out to sports. And yeah, man.
What's up with
AD,
homeboy though?
who that?
Uh, Dylan Brooks.
So Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks went out there and said he enjoyed poking the bear. Now, Dylan Brooks, I looked at Dylan. I said, Dylan, bruh, LeBron James is the wrong one to mess with, right? And I'm like, bruh, us light skins haven't won a good fair fight against the darkies since the Last Dragon and Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time we won a fight convincingly.
Right.
He poked the bear. You poked the wrong bear, bro. He got to give me 40. Oh, word. Oh, word. Oh, I got to give you 40? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hand it off to my homeboy, Hachimura. I'm going to hand it off to my homeboy, Reeves, real quick. And let them go. My young boys, he brought the shooters out. He was like, I'm going to let the shooters shoot y'all lights out. And that's how you lost. And now the Grizzlies was like, there is no, what was the actual wording? There is under no circumstance.
But you got to think. I mean, everybody say because people talking about him talking junk or whatever. It's nothing wrong with talking junk.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk junk, you gotta produce, and he didn't produce. He only averaged 14 points a game. So for a person that's talking junk like you that dude, and don't say, "Oh, I don't respect people till they drop 40 on me," but you only dropping 14. Shut up,
Babe.
dude got 14 points a game. Well, let me see, 3 rebounds, 2
Let's talk.
assists.
What I'm saying is this right here. But
A game
what he's
for the whole
supposed to
season.
what he's supposed to do is this right here. Like, if you compare his number, he tries to pattern his game after Draymond Green, right? We're not asking Draymond to score a bunch of points, right? We're just asking Draymond to be disruptive, right? Or like Pat Beverly, Draymond Green, Russell. You know what I'm saying? Kind of the same guys, right? But yo, if you talking that shit and you can't shut down your assignment, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's not producing.
no, he's not a bad player. He's not the one.
If
Okay,
he talking about his jump, talking about he don't get 40, they don't drop 40 on you. But even if they drop him 34, they still drop him 34 on you. You getting scored on. You not scoring, and then you're getting scored on.
and you absolutely right. And
3 rebounds per game. Was it 3?
like I'm saying, you cannot
3 rebounds a game.
What's his steal percentage?
2.
What 2 steals? You're not. No.
No, not even steals. 0.9. So
0.9. So you're not even averaging a steal a game. So your defense,
so your defense is trash. If you're only getting 3 rebounds a game,
mm-hmm.
and you're not even getting a steal a game, one, you don't deserve to talk trash. You need to shut up and play ball, as the people in politics were saying. Shut up and play ball. Shut up and you know what I'm saying?
Dribble your damn ball.
But just shut up altogether.
He you know what it is? He just that kid. We all got that kid in the neighborhood come out, play ball, you know what I'm saying? And that mug just be averaging turnovers, you know what I'm saying? But want to be the biggest mouth on his court, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yeah, is he trash? Nah, I mean, he's a serviceable player. Come off the bench or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Your 15th option off the bench or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 14 points in the NBA is serviceable, right? But not to talk. You know who averages 14 points a game? Like, what's my man name? Uh Oh, okay. His name is slipping my mind right now. But let's say you're in the same league as a RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? You're you know what I mean? It's like, nah, I'm not a Jeremy Lin. You know what I'm saying? You could have good games, but yo, keep yourself humble. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
you
serviceable,
can't
but
even
that's it.
but you can't even put yourself as a defensive stop, even if
Nope.
you're trying to put yourself as in that role of a Draymond or or a Patrick Bev. If you're not if you're not throwing a person off the game and they still averaging if they're still averaging 20 points on you,
Right.
you're only getting 14, but whoever you're defending is still dropping 20 or more on you, and you're only getting 3 rebounds and barely a steal. You're not even a defensive threat.
No, you're not. You're not. Not to be talking that shit about the argument of the greatest scorer that in the league. Like, yo,
Right,
he ain't nothing. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
I'm not
and
saying
not
he trash. He obviously better than me because I'm sitting here on my couch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't played a lick of professional ball.
nah, I
But
just you know what it was. I let him have it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I'm gonna do this comedy and hosting thing. That's what I did. I was like, y'all had an NBA. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll do better. I think I do better out here in hosting. That's the reason why I'm not in league. I just didn't want to go.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they basically done told him, after how many seasons? He came in 18
Hmm.
or 17,
5 seasons, 5 seasons, yeah,
six,
six.
6 seasons, and you ain't scored. You never averaged 20. You only averaged 3 rebounds a season. Hey, thank you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, thank you.
Services no longer needed.
Your service are no take your services are
Go
no
ahead,
longer.
go ahead, take your crazy ass outfits and your iced out chains somewhere else. Because right now you ain't.
You're right. They saw they saw him still in boxes.
He had to go.
He had to go.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Shit.
it's just like you know what I'm saying.
If
He's
that's the
trying
case,
to
he was
be
finally stealing something because he wasn't stealing the ball in the game.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is, Devin, uh, Dylan. Excuse me, I was about to say Devin Brooks, but Dylan. Listen, Dylan. Look at the homeboy PJ Tucker. He's playing for the Sixers right now. That's who you want to play like. Like PJ be out the way. He just in there. Like PJ is like 6'2" and he playing center. You know what I'm saying? He just in there to move around and all that stuff out the way and everything like that. That's
Yeah,
all
he got his little corner three.
right.
And
He got his corner and he just in there this because that's all he did. Let me go in
right,
and if I'm not gonna get the rebound, let me tap it out the way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going, if you know what I'm saying, let me set this pick. Let me go ahead and get this loose ball. Let me dive on the floor. That's what you do. That's how you get to be a glue guy. And he don't say shit. They don't ask PJ about shit. The only thing they ask PJ about is like why you hooping in $1,000 Louis Vuitton sneakers.
right.
That's what he does.
But he also got a couple rings though.
He do. He do. You know why he got rings? Because he kept his
'Cause-
mouth shut. Because
Right.
he does right here. He's like, I come out here to do a thing.
Yep. He
My
a role
thing,
player.
I'm a role player, and my role is to fit in the gaps. Let me loose balls. Let me get this extra rebound, the 50
Yep.
50 balls. That's what I play for. I don't come in here. I'm not going to score 100 points. Boom. Yeah, he
Yep.
should ride the bench. He should ride the bench. He should not be a starter. He should not be a starter. You know what
But
I
he
mean?
a free agent now, so we'll see
He
where
going
he go or if he get picked up. Because he may
nah.
have done something to himself. Like, all right, think what's the dude that used to play? He played for the Lakers and he was always messing with LeBron, like blew in his ear. Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson's
Where
hilarious.
he at? He ain't been playing.
Nah. But what it is this right here. But Lance was a better player. But Lance, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. Lance to come out there and he could give you 25 points easy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If in the flow of the offense.
Right.
Like it wasn't like you was gonna say, hey yo, Lance Stevens was a slouch. Like, cause if you wanted to run up, if you want to run up the score, Lance could do that shit. And then, but again, he was a good passer. He was also a good defender. You know what I'm saying? And he was irritant. I don't mind you being irritating. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I don't mind you being irritating, but don't go on the joint like, yo, I'm a shut down LeBron ain't shit because you know
Right.
what I'm saying. Boom, and then show up the way you showed up, bro.
Yeah. So Lance with the China. You got home. Look, him is gonna be Lance,
Dwight
Dwight Howard, and Dylan Brooks.
and Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin over there making some noise
You know what
in
I'm saying?
China.
They're gonna be over there in China or Taiwan,
Right.
either one, and taking over the league.
There it is. He could probably do his thing in China. But yeah, man. You know, and they make it bank. Yeah, exactly. They make it bank over there. If you go and get your money, go get your money. Keep that money going. Because that China dollar, the China money is about to be better than ours in a little bit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
It's about to be, motherfucker. It is.
It is.
Look, they owe our debt. We are the United States Republic of China. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I love it. Push that man down like that. Oh man.
We are the United States Republic of Peoples of China. Y'all just don't realize it.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
Shishin. You know what I'm
saying?
Shishin.
Ni hao. Yo, man, speaking of China, this has nothing to do with it. Beats and Bars was just this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a transition. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it like it's a halfway mark. Let's go in and talk about Beats and Bars. Let's talk about half you motherfuckers that are on our show right now did not come out to my beautiful festival that I brought upon you for the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, Just, you get a pass. You get a pass, Just, because I've seen you at 14 of them. We only had 8. You know what I'm saying? So, because Just buys extra tickets.
I do.
You know what I mean? Just being there, he buys tickets for homeless children that don't even exist yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. Buying this for little Tyreek. What's wrong with Tyreek? He got rickets. They don't even make rickets no more, but I'm doing it for any. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Doing it for any. He buys tickets with Tiny Tim in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like on his mind. I'm buying this for Tiny Tim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Tiny Tim, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Tiny Tim. But yeah, man, Beats and Bars popped off, man. So it was a little different, guys, because we just did it in September.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of wrapping it back around in September, we decided, let's go. Let's drop it in April.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a success. It was coming off the hills of Dreamville and all that stuff. It was a very dope situation.
Mm-hmm.
American Tobacco Campus. We had some dope MCs. We had Haven, Waddy, and we had my man J Fats. And we had a fashion walk, and you know, it was a dope 4-hour spectacle with the fashion walk, the dancers, and everything like that. Then we had trivia and all that stuff. So, but the night was crazy, man. The vendors were dope, and it was a smaller scale Beats and Bars, man. But people came out. What's going on, Jess? You okay? Why you? Did you freeze? Just froze. Hold on. Am I still here?
What's going on?
Okay,
I'm still here.
Back. Okay, cool. Because it just zoomed in like it was like, whoa, what's going on? Boom. All right, cool. Can you hear me? Okay. Jay, you might have to jump in, jump back out.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. It might be my who knows? Okay.
But yeah,
keep going.
Okay, cool. Is that Tang internet? Ting internet, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the drive is not to stop playing, man. You could come to Beats and Bars. You could have Ubered to Beats and Bars. You don't even have to drive. It's not even that long.
Right.
But it was a dope situation, man. We gave Josh Gunn the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know what I'm saying? We gave it to Campus Hill last year, and we gave it to Josh this year. So he was the first time, and he was very happy to receive that. And then went out there and killed it. But he used all the motherfuckers that he could muster. You know what I'm saying? He used every motherfucker in the book. You know what I'm saying? In front of people's children. You know what I'm saying? But it was all good.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Durham, yo, first of all, Durham is definitely not. Well, Durham is dangerous, but it's not no. There's no different than Raleigh. If you go in Raleigh, you know what I'm saying.
He's
But
staying
not
Wake
at beats
Forest.
and bars.
I remember he's staying Wake Forest.
Listen, bro, stop saying Durham
Yeah,
dangerous.
money. He stay out there with P9.
What I'm saying, it's like this. But I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna be safe all your life, or you want to do fun shit? You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit? You know what I mean? What you gonna do? What you gonna do to go to what, Pottery Barn or Hobby Lobby? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you do? You know what I'm saying?
This,
You know what I
this
mean?
ain't that ain't his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like, you know, be out here just reading books in libraries and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You would have had a great time. You would have had a great time, man, because people already understand that your Bishop Omega's gonna be there, and we don't fuck up Bishop Omega shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
It's a safe space. You know what I'm saying?
safe space, right? Especially downtown. Downtown Durham is a very safe space.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink outside and shit like that. It's all good.
Like you good out here. You got to come check it out. Come kick it with us one.
Come on, kick with us.
Yeah.
Especially when we're doing a festival, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A free festival. Come on out, man. You'll see how it is. Oh, I gotta come to live in Durham. Like, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
You like it. We invite you. We invite you.
You know, for what you paying out in Wake Forest right now, you could get like a 100 square foot apartment in downtown Durham right now. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Did Raph get married? Raph, did you get married yet?
I think he's on the way to getting married.
About to get married? He's okay.
About to get married. You pick out the colors yet? Rad, stop that shit. Ain't nobody selling. First of all, ain't nobody damn stealing no rims off no damn car. No 2023.
November. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't nobody stealing
rims off no damn cars. That shit. Like, what, you got some spinners?
Right. He got 10s, but he keep them clean. You know,
nobody want them Fast and Furious rims. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, and I'm so that like people still ride rims, like noticeable rims. Like, this ain't my car. These ain't supposed to be on my car. Like, because remember, like everyone wanted chrome rims.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, you know, this ain't for the car. Okay, the car got rims on it. But like, you don't see that. You don't really see that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then most cars now, like the stock joints, look good enough to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got joint, right? They decent. Mm-hmm. You know.
I don't know, man. Like some cats that do it. Like, but the rims aren't as gaudy now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not like, because rims used to be a culture.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but you know, when you get. But again, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what these kids do? You know what I'm saying? They wear hoodies in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you could get like I see a lot of black rims.
Yeah.
Like they'll you know what I'm saying? I'll see people with aftermarket black rims or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That makes the car look a little classier. But yeah, no one's doing spinners and shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Did you ever have spinners?
Nah, I didn't.
Did you ever have rims on your car?
I've never had rims on the car.
I had a Suburban, and I had 26s on there for a little bit. And I was like, let me take these off, because this ain't me. Like, it looked good, but I was like, this ain't me. Let me take these joints off.
Why because you do it, you know what I'm saying? Like me, like for real, like, I'll be honest with you, like for a good amount of my young adult life, I was riding a bus. You know what I'm saying? So shoot, like I figured out, like, oh, I ain't gotta pay for a car, but I still get this. Like, you'll pull up in your Suburban with the joints on, all the little wavy gold digger girls are running you, and I'll just pick up the good old, you know what I'm saying, holistic, you know what I'm saying, Summer Crees. You know what I'm saying? I was getting the Summer Crees, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, them the ones you want. Summer Crees, they read books about their bodies, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they don't smell like outside. They smell. Give me some good old plain Janes. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. She working like I'm working. Like, where you work at? You know what I'm saying? I work in the mall. You work at the Gap? Oh, yeah. All right. You know what I'm saying? So,
life.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting quality. You know what I'm saying? You get a dime piece. You know what I'm saying? They don't wear makeup. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know. She still got her edges and stuff, because she you know, she don't put all that shit in her hair.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shoot. But yeah, man. Yeah, but Beast of Bars was dope this year, man. It was a dope vibe. I can't believe it's year 8. So next year we're going into year 9 and then year 10, man. So you can imagine it's been around for 10 years, man, almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Would to skip. So this would be year 9 if we didn't skip for the pandemic, because 1 year we skipped
Right.
for the
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all the joints have been, dope. You know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed all of them. I've enjoyed all the ones I've been to, and try to support each one.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to her. She keeps it going. You know what I'm
Keeps
saying?
it going.
Shout out to Crystal. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to our staff, man.
I was gonna say the whole squad.
Shout out to our staff. Like, cause the stuff that what I mean, we got a young boy named Chris. I call him small body because he's little. Chris, man, did an excellent job stepping in as stage manager and everything like that, putting stuff together. A young boy, he just graduated from Central, so we got some young blood in there. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a couple of, you know what I'm saying, if y'all got some young folk that want to host and everything like that want someone to rock out tutelage or whatever, come holler at me, man. Let's about to do a hosting class, get some dope hosts. Yeah, I do shows all over. Like I got a couple shows that's popping out in Fayetteville too. Not too far from now. But again, I don't know what my summer gonna look like because cats start doing stuff and then then they start like, hey Bishop, you want to come out? So whoever pays the money,
book them busy, let them know.
let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for right now for the rest of the year, but my schedule was wide open. I think until like November. Some cat, paid his deposit right now for November. So I he was like, I don't know in November, but here's your deposit right now. I'm like, damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Raleigh, man, shoot. I used to do a comedy show in Wake Forest too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't afraid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just rent out your local tavern.
Hey, let them host your reception.
Yeah.
Brad, you know what I'm saying? Let them host your reception.
Right. I won't charge you too much. You know what I'm saying?
But
$750, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because that extra shit you be talking about on Eagles. I'm out there in your reception telling dick jokes, Rav. That's what.
I gotta figure out how you do a show together before the pandemic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shit. Yeah, you right, bruv. Shoot, it's been a minute. And one time it was like every other show I was on, Brev was in the band. You know what I'm saying? For somebody. So yeah, I used to see Brev a lot. If it wasn't Art of Cool situations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said, we having some nice weather today. You ain't shit. You don't gotta support me, Raph. I don't support what you do either. I'm never gonna come to where you're at and purchase items if you even sell them. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if you sell items at the things you do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. If it's a plan that Raph has to look over, I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what Raph does. Raph is independently wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. That's what I'm talking about. He Tommy.
Right.
Tommy from Martin.
He said, yo, I gotta wear a 49ers jersey. Hey, you can have that reception. You can have the whole reception. I hope it's a nice reception. Listen, I'll no. No, I'll buy you a 49ers jersey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And and hand it to you, but no, I will never. You won't get me to put that shit on my body.
So now I think I could. I could wear one, I guess, depending on the situation. I think the only one I could not wear, or I just know I just would never wear, is a Cowboys jersey.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like, absolutely not. I don't care if my kids got drafted to the Cowboys. I would not wear that jersey.
Now, if you put matching shorts, with that shit, you might have yourself a deal there, Raph. 49 jersey with some 49 shorts? I don't know.
Old short set, because you know it's short set summer.
You know it's still short set summer. He know my weakness. I be out there. Why you got this jersey on?
Well, how about it's not the jersey, but it's a 49ers, football t-shirt.
With some
matching shorts.
Because that's the shorts, man. I don't know, man. Shoot, if he put that jersey, I might have to do it. I might have to do it. Especially when the shorts hit right above the knee. Like, he know what I like.
Ah,
Oh man,
crazy.
nah. I rock a Giants jersey because it go well. It might go well with stuff, but nah. But honestly, it
I
won't be.
would. It'd be a struggle for me. Anything in our conference would be a struggle for me. But I know absolutely, I'd never wear uh, a Cowboys
Cowboys
jersey.
jersey.
I just know. Like I said, my kid could be playing for that team, and I am not wearing that jersey.
Like
I
how
go
a
to the
homeboy,
games.
right?
I support, but I am not wearing his jersey.
Mm. Like I can't
Like,
do it,
just give me
bro.
a white jersey with no logos.
I just look. You just be out there with a T-shirt with his face on it. Like, yo, is you
Right,
my man?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-mm. The
So
color, the blue got to be a little bit off too. I can't wear the same blue. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be Duke blue. You know what I'm saying? Instead of cowboy.
I'll be out there with his high school jersey or his college jersey. I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't be out there with a Cowboys jersey. As
It won't. It won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every time Jerry Jones talked to me, I would have to swing on him and shit.
yeah. Did
Like
you
Quinn's doing so well. I appreciate you, Jerry. I appreciate you.
did you see the clip of the son get the father got to pretty much draft his son? Let him
Yeah,
know he
man.
was a
That
Cowboy.
was that. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Like, I don't like the Cowboys, right? I don't like them. I don't like them. But that was a dope moment, man.
Yeah, well,
That was a dope moment, man. It's certain moments in sports that really, because the way he was just like, "Hey, son, do you want to come to work with me
was
next week?"
on Monday. Yeah.
And man, and he was breaking. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? He was breaking up, and they did that for him. That was a
yeah,
sentiment, man. It was like, yo, because we
yeah,
ain't. You know what I mean? I think the kid is like a one-legged kicker or something like that. He ain't gonna get no playing time.
yeah,
But you know what
running
I'm
back.
saying?
Yeah,
He's
running back.
with no arms. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he ain't gonna really get no playing time. It's like drafting a make a wish kid.
Yeah.
It's like drafting an NFL player to a make a wish team. That's what I
Yeah.
should say. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna got no blocking. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was cool how they did it because it
Yeah,
was basically like Jerry Jones gave him the neck and was like, "Go ahead, call this kid up." You
call
know what
that
I'm saying?
kid up. Right.
So
That was dope. That was
yeah,
dope. So shout out to that. Like again, even in the most bullshit of times or whatever, you can always tell that there's some goodness in even evil people. And you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that's what I'm saying. So Jerry Jones, shout out to that for making that dude's understanding who you got and making
Right.
that person's life that much better. But back to the draft though, them goddamn Eagles, boy, you know what I'm saying? How you let us pick Carter and then turn around and pick up Smith. You know what I'm saying? And yo, and if the homeboy Smith look like he might be one of your kids, just you know what I'm saying? You got the
No,
linebacker, Nolan Smith. Have you seen him? I think
no.
he looks like you a little bit, man.
Oh, for
Nolan
real?
Smith looks like he looks like you a little bit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So just out here spreading the seed. You know what I'm saying? Now you
Look,
might
look.
listen, you gonna call him, you gonna make that call?
I done shot many of clubs, but as far as I know, only got two bodies. So
Listen, he
that's
gonna go in that
all.
mug like, hey, listen, this Justin smoking a Newport with your little black wife beater on. Hey, I'm your daddy.
I
Wanda
had
Smith, your mama.
look.
Tamika Smith.
If ain't nobody came to my, hit my aunt or none of my cousins up already talking about, you know, I'm looking for my father. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I ain't did 23 and me or something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got none. I'm straight.
That boy yours. You know what I'm saying? Like how like I do Dunny, how dude that play Ghostface look like Dunny's son. I'm like, yo, he from Brooklyn, ain't he? He was like, yeah. It's like what you was out here doing in the Bronx when you was out there. You know, so you had one at 15 beat. Had
Yeah.
one floating out here at 15, you know.
Right.
Oh man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm glad I ain't don't know no famous little niggas look like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I only look like me. So
Right.
you know, so I got non-famous sperm. You know what I'm saying? But until this Quinn, because I don't know, boy. Quinn out here with these pigeon toes. He might be an athlete, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Might go ahead and he might make something shake and rumble a little bit. But What happened? Oh yeah. Oh Ed. Oh, you talking about Ed Sheridan and
Go ahead. I
my
don't know
man
about
Ed.
that. What's going on with that?
So they're saying that the Ed Sherrington
Ed Sheeran.
song, Ed Sheeran, I keep on calling him Sherrington like he's the hotel and shit. Or Ed Sheeran song is similar to Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. And they had a guy break it down
Okay.
and was like, yeah, the note pattern, like the notes are almost the same, just in a different pitch. And
Mm.
I think Brev could talk more to that too. Like musically, it looks like when you put up, like when they put it up the sheet music next to it,
Mm-hmm.
sheet music looks exactly the same, bro, with a couple of minor tweaks. And my man Ed was like, yo, if I lose this copyright in case, I'm not making any more music no more. And I'm like, bruh, if you lose to Marvin Gaye and they get that man and you made all that money off that song, they coming for everything. You can't make no more music.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like if you pop back out for if you hum at McDonald's, they getting half your check, bro.
What Ed Sheeran song was it?
His joint, his banger, whatever the banger joint was.
He had some bangers. That's what I'm saying. Like
He had the like his first banger, I think, or
he had
something like
some
that.
hits. I
If you
can even Ed Sheeran had some hits. Like
what's the joint? What's the joint, Brev? What's the joint, man? What's the joint? All right, Danny, you hold it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you could come back, yeah, we got about another 10
yeah,
minutes.
no doubt. Shout out to you for always stepping in and
Yeah, I appreciate you,
hey,
man.
what's up with moms? Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. Tell her she's in our prayers. Yeah, but I'm saying, yo, they would get but the royalties on that,
Thinking out loud. Okay. I gotta go
yeah,
back and listen to that song.
yeah. When they play it back together, like they got something. It's a good night, baby. It's not talking to Joe. I'm talking to Cakes. She turned 10. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
night, Shorty.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean, that's a lot of royalties, bro. That's a lot of royalties.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it wasn't like it was a B-side song. That shit been
Yeah.
that been they getting a chunk out of that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Hold on, let me see.
Motherfucking Marvin Gaye family just be what somebody say, all Marvin Gaye family gotta do is kick their ear to the radio. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's go ahead and
Right.
get it. Let's go ahead and get it. But do we think I don't know if they're gonna get it, but if they're running off with that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I say just go ahead and give them a little bit of, you know what I mean? Give them a little bit of flavor. It sounds too much alike. Go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, I do that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so just the song on YouTube or the video from his page, that song has 3.5 billion views.
Shit. Shit. It's a lot of revenue there, bro, Hammond.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sued Robin, yep. Robin Thicke for blurred lines too.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Give us that paper. You know what I mean? Let me get that. And the funny thing about it is, if Marvin was still alive, because he'd still be alive around by this time. He was just like, man, yeah, sure, go ahead and get it. I like music, and I had hits. Oh man, but yeah, that's a big situation, bro. You see, you speaking of big situations, did you see some of the outlook, some of the shit at the Met Gala there, bro?
Nah, I didn't look at I saw
He said he gonna quit, Raph. He said if he lose, he gonna quit.
I saw Diddy joint.
Yeah. How did you feel about? I felt Diddy joint was pretty cool. Like I felt like I could wear Diddy.
Yeah, it was gothy. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's royal. He's like a
yeah,
vampire. He's like a flower
yeah,
vampire.
exactly. With the
I like
roses on it or whatever.
that
I
shit.
did
Man.
like that. I saw Janelle Monáe's joint.
Oh, I didn't see Janelle Monáe.
It was all black and white. It's like this big crazy dress.
Okay.
Pusha T.
Pusha T joint. People didn't like Pusha T joint. I liked it. I like the setup of his suit. I like that suit.
Yeah, it was cool.
I liked it.
Yo, so what you think about the whole thing with Pusha T and Jim Jones, or more so just Jim Jones going in on Pusha T talking about he ain't top 50?
What I won't do is this right here. I won't have an argument with somebody that's not in the top 100 about my top 50 status.
Right.
And that's just truth. Like lyrically, like, and what it was, Jim Jones played that New York Harlem shit. So it's different. It's different types. Like if you from up top, there's Harlem niggas. Like we all know Harlem niggas is a totally different type of cat because it don't matter. It's just who they are. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? My man, they just cannot give you, they can't give you no props without giving it backhanded. You know what I'm saying? It's like how I play. How I play giving backhanded comments. These cats, they grow up like, because they the flyest cats on the world. And he was like, no one wants to grow up to be Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? And again, but he did this right here. He did say, he did not say Pusha T was whack. He actually said Pusha was a pretty dope MC. He said he could rap
He
his
just said he's not in my top 50.
He's not in my top 50.
And
He
then,
said,
but then he had the nerve to like throw out like, do you know 5 Pusha T songs?
Right.
You know, or 3 songs or 5 songs, whatever. But do you know 3 Jim Jones songs? You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, don't act don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I really only know 2 Jim Jones songs. You know what I'm saying? Off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Certified Gangster Ballin'. Oh, and jumping out the window. No, that wasn't him. That was Ron Browse.
Right.
So yeah, I only know 2 off the top of my head.
Like we know Jim Jones because he's an lexicon of hip hop. Is he an important cog in hip hop? Sure. Could it's like this. My thing is this right here. The way I look at it, in a machine of this hip hop, could we lose Jim Jones and not really care? Like, you know what I'm saying? If there was never a Jim Jones, do we care? No. You know what I'm saying? If there never was a Clips, we missing something. Right. You know what I'm saying? If there wasn't a Pusha T, we missing something. So, like,
right. Re-Up Gang had a good run. I think Re-Up Gang was definitely better than Bird Gang.
Right. I mean, it's like this. He was on good music. You know what I'm saying? He rocked with Kanye. He rocked with Pharrell. He rocked on some of the dopest beats, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He. If you want to call him a fashion icon, he's fashionably iconic. I mean, but again, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably dress closer to Jim than I would do Push, but it depends on what set, right? You know what I'm saying? But again, yeah, Pusha T, yeah. But Jim was kind of being a little bit. He was throwing jabs.
Yeah, he's hating a little bit.
Right. He was hating. You know what I'm saying? He was hating. You know what I mean? But again, it's Jim Jones. It's that Harlem shit. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, if you would have asked Cam the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Do I think, you know what I'm saying? They're bigger than life, and they're gonna say that. Am I surprised Jim said it? Nah. Nah, I'm not surprised. You know. But yeah, I feel like he was throwing a little bit. Right. That shit. You know what I'm saying? For him. You know what I'm saying? And for Push to come out here to go ahead and roast his stupid ass, like he did Drake. Oh man, Push and roast your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? Like don't fuck around, yo.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, and did you see Doja Cat come as a cat?
I did not. I missed that one. Okay.
Yeah, Doja Cat came as a cat, and Jared Leto doubled down on the cat situation and came as a full ass cat, like he was a cat.
Okay. Some of these people doing.
Yeah, like your cousin Little Nas X came out as a diamond. Came out, you know what I'm saying? Homeboy was in all but you'd out, was out buck ass with his ass out in the thong, bro. I was like, yo,
Uh-huh.
I know you was cold, man. Like I understand Little Nas X. You like the Lady Gaga of, you know what I'm saying, of hip hop, but Jesus, bro, like it's cold outside, my
You
nigga.
bringing up Lil Nas X remind me of a conversation that I was trying to have with Danny. I was trying to have it with Danny
Uh-huh.
while he was on his show. So shout out to the people over at Top Five,
Not a top five, man.
Morgan and Javon. So they had Top Five R&B group.
Okay.
One of Danny's picks was NSYNC, which
Hmm.
put them in the R&B group category.
No, they're a boy band. It's pop music.
That's why I said they're pop music because you can still
Pop
have a boy band and still be
R&B.
R&B.
Right.
Because No Edition was a boy band.
Was a boy band, Soul for
Jodeci,
Real and
you know what I'm
Jodeci
saying?
and
Boys
the
to
biggest boy,
Men,
Boys to Men.
you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? 112, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Hmm.
So yeah, but they weren't R&B. So he was saying, so he said, I forgot what song that he picked. Um, and then he had the nerve to say the TLC that they made TLC a pop group. I was like, all right, so that means so you agree that TLC is a pop group, or was they R&B?
I don't, in a sense of soulful music, I would say they're pop.
Okay,
I would say they're poppy.
so
They're
I asked him because he said the song's "No Scrub" is a pop song, it's not a R&B song. I said okay.
okay.
So is Lil Nas X a country music artist? Because if you're gonna go by the one song that he did was Old Town Road, or you gonna say he's a country music artist, you like, nah, you're not gonna do that. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no.
So if
I'm gonna say this right here. Just like this, like Taylor Swift. Like Taylor Swift started off country as a country artist. She's considered a country artist,
okay,
but she's more of a pop. She's, you know what I'm saying, she
right,
makes more pop songs, right?
right.
So Little Nas X, did Little Nas X do a crunchy song? Yes, he did. Is he a
Mm-hmm.
pop star? Yes. Could TLC do an R&B record? Yes. You know what I'm
They
saying?
did R&B records.
Right. I mean, they did R&B records, but they're not R&B. Like NSYNC did the joint Gone.
Going. And so
Gone was
that's
an
what he was
R&B,
saying. He
was a
was like,
Gone was
because
an
of that
R&B song.
song, because they did that song, they're R&B
No,
group.
they
And I
did.
was like,
No,
no,
they did an R&B song.
that exactly. So and that's what I was getting at. They're not
They're not an R&B song.
they're not a R&B group.
Right. Like Michael Jackson is not an R&B person. He's a king of pop. He's a pop. He
Yeah,
makes pop
he
music.
was titled the King of Pop. Yeah, I got you.
He's king of pop. You know, so name one R&B soulful song TLC sung, man. Go ahead and do it. Do it, man.
Red Light Special.
Was that, or was it, or is it a pop ballad?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, you ain't do no runs in that shit, man. You ain't getting. I need you to make
that,
the other
that
face.
wasn't their voice though.
Guess what? That's what I'm saying. You got to have an R&B voice to sing R&B songs, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you, like Fantasia come out here. Fantasia ain't singing shit but R&B. She can't help it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, you know what I mean? Shit, Aaron Neville will roll over in his grave. You know what I'm saying? If he had one, you know what I'm saying? If you came out here singing that shit. And shout out to Aaron Neville for being the first nigga that I knew with a face tattoo. And it was a knife. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes, yo, hey, Brad. First of all, just because you play little instruments, don't like you look at this dude. I don't like the way you said this. Look how he did me. Look how he did me. They ain't gonna hit me with the but okay. Listen, that but okay is disrespectful, young man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, Brad, you know what I'm saying? Do we yes, En Vogue was R&B.
What was R&B?
Yeah, and Vogue was R&B. Tony
Yeah,
Braxton.
I hear. I will. I understand your reference for.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But I
Yeah,
could be wrong. Again, let me do this right here, Just. But also could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? In the
Mhm.
greater scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? Because like Brev said, it don't make it R&B. You know what I'm saying? I just think it, but you got to feel it in your soul. It's got to be soulful, right? And if the mood, and if it doesn't, if I don't feel it in my soul, then it's just not that.
Mm.
Because it's like Beyonce. It's kind of like she can sing R&B. She has R&B songs, but she's also a pop star, and she can easily flex between the both, right? You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So it's like that. But that R&B shit got to be like, it's got to pull at you like Life Jennings. You know what I mean? Like must be life. That's R&B. You know what I'm saying?
I would put Beyonce in R&B, but having pop songs. I wouldn't put her as an R&B artist with. I wouldn't put her as a pop artist with R&B songs.
Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga, Brad. Look at this. You reading that, Just? Look at that right
Hmm.
there. Look at that. Is he
Mass,
stuck? A masters in music.
say educated.
You know, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna tell you this right here, you young punk. Okay, listen here. You know, I'm gonna tell you this right. Your little piece of paper, your little piece. I've been listening to music before you was born, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I ain't have to have nobody tell me what good music was. You went to class and they said, "Here's good music." You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Make me big. Make me big. Hold on. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? You damn whippersnapper, you jive turkey. I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing. You don't know a toot from a hoot, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know what I mean? Ron Oz is a king of R&B. You know what I'm saying? You out here still listening to R. Kelly secretly in your bathroom, brother. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you. You know what I mean? I would have. I would have hit the like if Brev said that shit on thing and said, yo, I got a master's in music. Man, fuck your education. The fact that you know what you talk about, I will not have your logic mess up my fantasy, sir. you will you will not kill my vibe with logic and truth. Nah, man. Oh man. This part of the show is brought to you by Brevin, you know.
Masters of music.
Masters of music. Yo, from now on, boy, you ain't gonna never lay that down for me. I'm not. This is my man. He's a master of music. Oh man, yo, he report.
All right. So would you say you want to talk about AI? What's going on with that?
Yeah. As I was at Beats and Bars or whatever, and my man K Hill, he has a podcast, and he was interviewing Gunn or whatever. As they were setting it up, we were talking about the AI movement or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
with the you know what I'm saying, with
Mm-hmm.
the way that AI works and all that stuff. And he was like, um, because he's on a tech, he has another podcast that talks about the technology of music and everything like that, and what things, plugs and shit you should use as a producer and everything like that. So we're talking about the AI. And he made a good point. He said, well, because you know, we all think AI is gonna be bad because now they're making music and all that stuff with people voices and stuff that they actually didn't make, and some of the music is good. But he was saying, like, but what if DLC or Beans actually wrote the songs and just had the AI use their voice? They just reinvented their careers again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a positive thing. Like, okay, yeah, so we could get, because they haven't lost their talent. DLC hasn't lost talent. Beans hasn't lost talent. It's just they just lost their voices. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
what do we do? You know what I mean? That's a way of looking at it. But the other way is like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're getting a computer to do it. Now, now you could just do an artist off of straight AI now. You know what I'm saying? Using someone else's voice. You know, and what does that say to the artist or whatever? You know, so that's my thing. Like this AI situation, we keep on feeding into it, and it's not good right now. It's not the best. It's good, right? But it's not the best it can be. But the more we keep feeding it to it, the more it's going to learn. Like right now, it's some pictures out there that I'm pretty good at spotting AI, right? Just the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could tell, right? But some AI has food like, oh, is that? Oh, I had to do a double take. Like, oh, that is AI. Because first it was doing it, and it was like, okay, it looks like a realistic cartoony, you know what I'm saying, art piece, and it was messing up because if you look at the fingers, it couldn't do fingers. It doesn't do fingers and toes right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But pretty soon it's gonna start when it starts getting that, when it starts learning how to do that, then it's going to get that detailed. Then it's going to get detailed, and then you're going to see it like where you could probably see it like automatically, like real life. So it's going to get there. And as long as we keep on doing these filters, all these filters, these selfies, and all that stuff, we upload in these joints, we put in our faces in AI. All it's doing is just taking pieces of people's faces, different parts of people's faces, and putting together, make a new face to make a new character.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, what do you think? It's artificial intelligence. It has to learn. You know, it's like when everybody, if you drew something, just like I don't know how good you draw. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like this: we all start off with stick figures, and it's just like the more you learn, and the more you focus into that. Now you're a savant. You could probably draw a picture. Well, I'm still at box head, or I could draw Bart Simpson, and you could draw me with a pencil. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Okay. I hear you. And yeah, if you want to point out the good and that and the possibilities of good, great. But you can also point out the possibilities of the bad. If they're
Hmm.
already able to clone an artist's voice or mimic an artist's voice enough for people to think like, damn, that do sound like Drake. That could be, you know what I'm saying? This
Hmm.
song kind of hitting. Da, 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 da. They could also be able to clone a person's voice well enough to admit to a crime that they didn't commit.
Correct.
They could also clone your voice and a scammer call your daughter, and now Cadence is hearing, "Hey baby, I'm outside. Can you unlock the door for me, please? I accidentally locked myself in the house."
Right.
Or, "Hey, I'm in this van out here. Come out here. I got something I want to show you."
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's some shit that could happen as well.
And it's actually, I just saw an article in the news that somebody just got scammed like that.
You know,
Hmm.
you or even getting to the point of now there's loss of job because we're already and I'm going into my other side if you want to call me Republican or whatever, and I'm not. But okay, people need jobs,
Hmm.
customer service, telemarketing jobs, you know what I'm saying? Anything involving that nature. Now they already have the chat bots, and you can be like, I'm trying to figure out what my balance is, and the chat bot can read that and then pull up your balance when you call in the bank or doing the text thing on the bank. You're not really speaking to a person.
Right.
But now and then we get it. So, corporations now are, streaming jobs overseas for call centers and everything like that. You call about your phone and you're not speaking to somebody here, you're speaking to somebody named Jeremy, and he sound like he in Bangladesh or
Right.
whatever. But when it comes to that, just think about this AI tools are going to be able to listen, distinguish conversation, and then respond back to you to make you think like you're actually talking to a person.
To a person. Yes.
So that's going to be more jobs that people are losing now because they're like, I ain't got to hire you. I can just hire this technology,
Hmm.
and they can do the same thing.
But it's something it's like this, and then but the A, how we are far away from that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're probably not that far away from it,
No,
but it,
we're not.
but it is something about this right here. It is something about the human touch, right? Because one thing I don't think AI is going to get, just like fingers and toes, right? Certain shit You can't do unless you got a brain to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it, and it could be one of these situations like what Neil deGrasse said. Uh, he said that each iteration of the simulation makes a simulation. You know what I'm saying? Makes a simulation of itself that's so good that it ends the last simulation. So that it kind of reverts to itself in the simulation, right? So it's like this: we haven't done that yet, or are we doing it now? Right? Either you create the new simulation to further it on. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying, the Xbox One versus the Xbox X series right now, or the X. You know what I'm saying? It's like this: you slowly you slowly get better, right? And are we going to replace ourselves? You know what I'm saying? And it's a scary thought, right? It's a scary thought. It's also like, but if you put if you're responsible, you put certain controls and stuff like that. Maybe we do have artificial intelligence. Maybe we do have a Jarvis, right? Maybe we do have a Jarvis, which is, you know, which is pretty dope, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Jarvis communicates and everything like that. But again, he has certain programming that he can't go but so far.
Yeah, I mean, you can put limits to it, but after a while, those limits are going to be broken or whatever because all that we've watched plenty of movies and art imitates life, and
Right.
sometimes life imitates art. You know what I'm saying? Foretold stories. It's like once that AI becomes quote unquote self aware, it's going to make that decision to be like, nah, this is better. I know you want me to do this, but this is actually better, and I'm gonna do this.
Mm.
So yeah, like I'm not like, oh my god, I'm so scared, and this is the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? But
It
I'm just,
is Sky. That motherfucker is going
but,
down.
but I am thinking like,
Right.
wow, this could be some shit.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like this, you know what I mean? Is it depends on programming, and you know what I'm saying? And it really, like I said, because you're dealing with a machine, right? You're saying that, okay, yo, y'all not doing it right. And that could be one of two ways. It could be like, hey, here's the absolute and real truth about what's going on. Can you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Or it could make the world a better place, right? Like he said, you know what I'm saying? Replace jobs with AI, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Save money and set up new healthcare because you don't have to pay AI. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay it. You don't have to feed it.
But then
So,
people aren't working.
well, no. Let's say this right here. They're not working on jobs that they don't have to work on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
They
I
can.
get that because yeah, then that person could now, or you would hope now. It's like, okay, hey y'all, AI is going to be doing these quote unquote menial tasks.
Right.
Why don't y'all get into trades now to be a plumber, be an electrician, do this, write code to service these, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
AI joints. It'd be nice if people thought that way and it went that way. But because it becomes so menial and you'll
AI is how
have
we get. Well, I'll look at it like this. This is what I
I
look
think
at it.
about okay, I think about most people's first jobs.
Right.
Average person's first job is somewhere in that like service industry. You get a lot of people that work in fast food or work at a grocery store or you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
something. Or and then when they get older, they start doing like other customer service type things. They already have robots trying to take over the registers at you know what I'm saying restaurants, which is why they didn't want to do the $15 an hour. They're like, why I gotta
Right.
pay you $15 an hour when I could just do this robot, have this robot do it, blah 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 blah. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the cruise ship that I went on had the robot bartender. You punched in what you wanted, and the arm went to all the liquids, did the joint, shook it up, and did all that, and then bought, you know what I'm saying, pushed it down to you.
Right.
Like you get enough of those things, like I said, that's gonna start. That's one. You know what I'm saying? That's one, two, three, four people now that are no longer bartenders. You know what I'm saying? If that
Mhm.
was their means of income, or
Income.
second means of income, or
Right.
third means of income. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do that on a part-time thing,
Right.
to earn money.
But then I think it's gonna be enough bars and all. But again, the way I look at it like this, yeah, on a cruise ship, yeah, that's a means of it, right? But then
Is
it's also like this. It's almost like this. It's even though because AI may come into the place where even though we have outsourcing to different countries and everything like that, right? To answer our phone calls and all that stuff. It's like, but people still like the feeling of talking to someone that's a US rep,
right.
right? And it's always going to be a lane for that because you got people that's not going to understand it, right? It's like and
But
you
the
but it,
AI could develop so much because if all AI is doing is tracking voice, dialect, speech, the whole nine, it's going to get to the point where you're going to be thinking that you're talking to a person. It's not going to always sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
there could be an AI that has listened to all your phone calls that you've done with customer service, listen to all the joints that you done here on Intelligently Ratchet or
mhm,
whatever. Years of your dialect, words come across and everything, and now I can mimic you and be like, they don't need you no more. They got your voice.
right,
You get what I'm saying?
hmm
So that's why I say like that could potentially be a bad thing. Outside of the other two ways where I was like it could cause, you can get blamed
irreparable
for a
harm, right?
crime or potentially, people can use that to, get you for your child or
Right.
and I'm thinking crazy. But I'm just
hmm
thinking in a society wise, this may not be a good thing either. Just
Right.
my opinion.
And again, it's like this, and that's not something that maybe me and you have to worry about, but maybe if someone wants to get at you and you got trade secrets or you're a spy or you're a more important person, then yeah, that could actually be like
Right.
something that can get you. Yeah.
Right. Cause I was actually in like I said, cause I was actually looking at um starting a business as a call center
hmm
or whatever. And I saw that you can, get a lot of people.
Which UBI? I'm sorry. Brev just said this. I didn't
Yeah,
let me.
he's put that a couple times.
Yeah.
I didn't
What's
know what
UBI?
UBI was either.
Talk to me.
Um, but getting contracts with companies for call centers or whatever. But it was like, dang, if I had a strong AI tool, that's less people that I would have to hire.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Because they're okay. Thank you. Um, they're taking over. But then that's less people with a job.
Right.
There's less people
But
with an opportunity.
so I see what, but and you know what it is. But I see what Brev is saying. It's kind of like in Germany or whatever. I just learned this from my brother. Like you cannot be homeless in Germany, right? Because they have that universal basic income. Like
Mhm.
you will have an apartment, you have a place to stay. Just what I mean, at a place where you can live upon your means, right? You get a check to be able to do that, right? And then just like this, because the money is gonna be made. So all they have to do is pass the law. It's like this, okay. So boom. So if you're saying that on a positive side of it, it's what Brev is saying. It's like you do this. The companies make what they're going to make. They don't have to play the actual employees, so they make a different profit margins. You sign in a law that now you have to share the wealth with everybody, which is going to move this into a more socialist society, right? Because you have to go with socialism, right? And then you give everybody the same, right? But again, you're not going to be able to get rid of the human element altogether unless AI says, you know what? Let's unalive all the sentient beings on here and let's take over, which
Okay.
could actually
I hear what you're saying about the whole thing in Germany, but do you realize, like, in a realistic sense, right now, if we're talking about it in a future or realistic sense, but I'm using realistic stuff right now,
happen, right?
this country right now is on the verge of another debt ceiling. This is the last month right now where we're able to pay our bills. And so as of June 1st, if they don't decide to either raise the debt ceiling, you know what I'm saying, again, or pass these bills which lowers Medicaid, lowers Social Security, lowers even veteran benefits and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right.
We could essentially default on our loan, and now we the peoples of China. We're the
Yeah.
United States of China. You
Hold
know
on,
what I'm saying?
hold on, just real quick. I'm gonna just give me something to drink real quick because my mouth dry. I'm
Gotcha.
coming right back.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep talking. So with that, we won't be able to really afford to have our universal health care because we're not even taking care of ourselves as it is. We're a capitalistic country. And because of that, you know what I'm saying? Because of the greed and because of how things are going, it's only going to make the situation.
All right, I'm back.
I was just saying how we're capitalistic and
Yeah.
it's just going to make the situation worse. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but I look at it like this, like you said, sometimes life imitates art. We don't get the Starship Enterprise, we don't get the Starship Enterprise and the non, and the extinction of currency without AI, right? Because that's like in that world, they don't have any currency. Everything is pretty much, we're sticking together. Here's a greater good to make it right. And again, it's like in a capitalist society that we're in. No, this makes no sense, right? It's not going to work. It's never going to work because it's all about wealth is the enemy of fairness, right? It's like, how much more can I make than you can or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we just said, hey, let's pool our resources together to make sure we're all good, because again, if you know what I mean, it's like this, if you don't have that pecking order or that that classism, then you're good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, AI is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it just goes full on and it goes straight up full on Skynet or iRobot and be like, you know what? Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. It goes Matrix. We're going to take over for you. Or that we're going to do this right here. It's going to do like this. It's going to say, hey, we want to live on our own little island. We're going to live on our own island. We don't want to be bothered with you guys. Leave us alone and let you fall back to the dark ages. So.
Yeah. Well, all right. I really want to watch this game.
Man, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm done with you too. I'm done with y'all. I got a shout out to the Jamaican spot, man.
No doubt.
I fell in love with ginger beer, man.
No doubt. Brev, are you sure? Because when I was checking today, they still haven't approved on everything. So just being sure. I'm not sure yet. Because right now, based on
hold on. First, hey, Just don't believe nothing, Brev. He got a master's in music.
He got a master's in music,
not economics. Not economics. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, Brev. You don't know. I believe Raph, who's a 49er fan. You know what I'm saying? At least they deal with gold. Yeah, man, I'm a comedian.
But hey, Brad, appreciate you in the comments. Raph, appreciate you in the comments. Good to see you, man. Danny, Daniel, as always, I appreciate everybody that came through. My man Cliff came in earlier.
See y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all Ratchet here. Shout out to my man Kazi. He's back doing the acting. I see him doing a new project now. My man is staying busy, you know what I'm saying, and he's working.
Yes, sir.
And as always, thoughts, prayers, and everything, Kazi, you know what I'm saying, with everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You see him do the behind the scenes fight scene too.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Kazi, I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. I hope you listening. You know what I'm saying? Don't think none of that little fighting stuff. You come up and run up on me and Justin. You know what I'm saying? We fight for real, B. Early, B.
We don't do no acting fighting.
We don't do no acting fighting.
All Man.
I just threatened my man, Joe. we, we haters, but we love them.
Right.
Nah, man, this has been Intelligent Ratchet, man. We'll see y'all next week. Hey, Brev, what you doing next week? You should come on, man. Raph, you should come on next week. Let's have this AI discussion, man. Let's have this AI discussion, man.
Let's have it. Let's have it. I like good talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The pros and cons of AI. You know what I'm saying? What will happen to all the cats with the
Raph? I think it'll be fine.
Raph, this is not LA.
Yeah, for real.
It's not LA. Matter of fact, Raph, come to Durham. Come to Durham next week. We'll pull up somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's go to East Durham. We'll pull up in East Durham or something like that. You know, the West End or something. You know what I mean? It's some spots out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's pull up Raph. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yeah, West End Wine Bar.
West End Wine Bar. You know, we gonna pick
drink wine.
You
drink wine. Let's do West End Wine Bar. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Just chill there, have a bottle of wine, just talk, all that.
While shootouts happen around us at the West End Wine Bar. That'll never happen.
Right, of all joints, right? Damn.
He said once I'm done with all this wedding stuff, man, you're gonna be married. Once you get done, you know what I mean, you're gonna be able to come out.
Then you can't go out. Once you're married, you can't go out. You're on punishment forever.
For 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask permission, get a slip. Me and Just gotta get permission slips to go out. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And guess what? The only reason why I could go out with Justin because my wife likes Justin. That's the at least like our wives, like his wife like me, and my wife like his. That's the only reason why we can be friends.
Right.
And our wives like each other. So that's what you have to get. You know what I mean? You got to get that circle because in one of those things, we couldn't do it. Like if my wife didn't like Justin, or his wife didn't like me, or they didn't like each other. God forbid they didn't like each other. Oh my God!
So we couldn't hang out at all.
We couldn't do this. We couldn't do this.
Nope.
Oh man, she's got to learn to trust us. Let her watch Intelligent Ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We'll have her on a couple of times. Look, they said you're fucked. Yo, man, we gotta watch this game, man. Hey, listen, this is the third quarter, 7 minutes. Yo, we down by a little bit. Look about 14, but then you know what? It's all good because we took one in Boston, so it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna come back because we came back last time. Did you see the game? The Harden dropped 45.
Yo, I was looking at it.
Man, that was crazy. That's crazy. All right. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace. I'm getting off.
At the end of the day,
it's night. Trust the process.
Peace out.